How are you today, Teresa?
I am fabulous. Fabulous.
Yay. Okay, I'm excited about today's topic. So, you know how I tried, like up until yesterday, I provided $1 into my membership site to keep people focused and working on the positive so they can come out the other side of this coronavirus pandemic shutdown with guns blazing, right? With like ready to rock and roll with their business. And now you're offering something additional for them to help them get ready for this
Yeah,
growth in their business, which I'm convinced is going to happen. So
absolutely. I know we're going to come out of this, especially those that are taking positive steps every single day, working on the business. And now is the time to fine tune all of those little details that we don't always have time for when we're working in our business. And one of those details is our branding. Far too often we get overwhelmed with branding. We don't know what to do. Where do I get a logo? I don't have a lot of money to invest. And then you do invest and you get some, kind of amateur graphic designer, you get something horrible. I've been there. Oh my gosh, my first logo, I wish I still had a copy. It was hideous.
I think I have my first logo on my computer somewhere. It was horrible because I did it myself.
Oh, I bet it wasn't as bad as you think, but I actually paid for one when I was a life coach, and it had ivy with like Crayola red leaves on it. It was so who's ever seen anything like that? But the thing of it is that it doesn't have to be so challenging and difficult. But having those elements, your color palettes, your logo, your fonts, having those in place really solidifies your brand and starts making you recognizable. And so before this whole coronavirus thing got going, I was working on a masterclass to help people get their branding elements done. It's about a 50-minute class, and you can develop your own branding elements and get started. And then someday when your business is rocking, hire the high-end people who can really solidify things. But getting started, you just got to get started. And so I started working on this masterclass, and with everything going on, I thought now is the time to band together, to support each other, to help each other. So I'm giving it away completely free. Develop your own branding elements and get.
Sorry. I was answering Heather on the other screen and it went live, so my apologies.
Oh, hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. So you developed this class, and you had intended to charge for this originally, I believe, correct?
It was, yep. It was going to be, and I have a series of other classes that I'm coming up for this, especially geared towards the DIY designers, the people starting off who want to save some money on that. And so originally it was going to be the first in an installment of classes, but now isn't the time to be focused on just making money. Now is the time to really support each other. So I wanted to give this out there for free because I really can't wait to see everybody come out of this shining because they took those positive steps.
I love that you're doing this. Thank you so much for offering that to my group here. I remember the first time I went through the branding process and I did it myself, and I loved it. And it got me really in touch with what I was attracted to, what I wanted to come out into the world with. And then years later, it changed completely. Like within like 2 years, I hated the color I chose. I hated the logo because it is an evolution.
Right. It is. It is an evolution. But one of the things I found, and this is one of the things we talk about in the class, is like, I love how you said how I wanted to show up in the world, because that's part of what we take a look at in the class to determine what colors are going to best represent that. Finding the right color to represent your business, it does tie into the emotions and how you want to present yourself in the world. And when you do that, you show up in a much more authentic way, and people connect with it much more genuinely as well.
So I agree. Is this a pre-recorded class where you walk people through how to find their color, their font? Does it have to do with messaging yet?
Not so much the messaging. This is just the visual elements, and messaging is going to come later on in some of the other courses. But it is a pre-recorded class because I wanted people to have instant access to it. I didn't want them to have to wait until I was available to teach the class. I want them to have instant access to it. And in the class materials, in the course, you can post comments and I will be responding to those. So you'll still have access to me with questions and things that you have. But absolutely, it's pre-recorded so that you can get it right now.
That's a beautiful thing. Susan says, right on, Teresa. So yes, this is very exciting. So you guys are just signing on now. It's a complimentary, free branding class that Teresa is offering that she originally intended to be a paid class. So if you are taking this time to learn and to work on your business, since you probably have less clients going on right now, or many of you do, this would be the time to take advantage of this free branding class that Teresa's offering. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm excited to offer this to everybody. So
I love that. I'm getting so many messages of people who took advantage of my $1 offer when I offered the membership site. And, you know, some people are like, I don't really need it. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Other people are like, oh my God, I got a message yesterday. I'm going to come out with all new service models after this. And I thought, isn't that fabulous? Now pair it with a rebranded website that Teresa's offering to help you figure out for free with her class. That's a beautiful combination.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Okay. All right, everyone, go have a great Wednesday. We're keeping it short today. I am having an extra open office hours this afternoon for my clients to talk about the COVID-19 small business loans or grants that are floating around to see whether it would benefit you. So if my clients are listening, look for that email, and I'll see you this afternoon. Really important stuff. So I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.